Hey y'all, what's going on? So, I wanted to get on here to address something. I just heard news that Donald Trump has called for the DOJ is now prosecuting Senator Mark Kelly, which Donald Trump a few days ago called for the arrest, prosecution, and execution of this senator. A fucking sitting president of the United States has called for the execution of a senator. And let me point out something to you. You fucks, you MAGA fucks, are the ones over here screaming political violence, political violence is bad, political violence, political violence. You motherfuckers over here screaming that shit, yet your president, your convicted felon president, your child rapist president, your pedophile president, is over here calling for the execution of a senator. Make that make sense to me. A sitting fucking president is calling for the execution of a senator. The prosecution, execution, and conviction of a senator. That's political violence, if you ask me, in my book. But yet, y'all want to come up, but y'all want to sit over here and y'all want to sit over there and scream political violence. Political violence is bad. The Democrats are all about political violence. Well, let me refresh your memory. The man who killed Charlie Kirk was a Republican, a right-wing Republican. The man who shot Donald Trump during his campaign was also a right-wing Republican. So don't come at us saying that we commit political violence when it's your side that's always the ones committing political violence. It's your side that's always screaming for this person to be killed and that person to be shot. And I'm sorry about the music, but there's some guy out here playing his fucking bass as loud as it'll fucking go in the neighborhood in the middle of the afternoon. So overlook that. So my thing is y'all want to scream political violence is wrong, but it's okay for the president of the United States to call for the execution of a sitting president, of a sitting senator, right? That's okay. It's all fine when he does it. When your pedophile president and your convicted felon president calls for the execution of somebody, that's fine. That's all fine. It's not political violence then, right? No, it's not political violence then. You fucking bigot bastards. You maggot fucking bigot bastards is what you are. You child, you pedophile supporting, child raping supporting, criminal felon supporting, bigot maggot motherfuckers. That's what you are. Your president, who's a convicted felon 34 fucking times, a child pedophile, a child rapist, and you support that shit. And like I said, it's all fine and dandy when he says calls for political violence or calls for somebody to be executed. And again, I'm going to quote. He called for the prosecution, execution, investigation, and arrest of this senator. Execution. In my book, execution means to unalive somebody or to kill somebody. Political violence is okay for y'all, isn't it? Political violence is okay for you guys. It's okay when your president shouts political violence, then it's okay. But God forbid the other side should even mention the word And then y'all fly off the fucking handle. Y'all lose your shit over it. Y'all lose your fucking shit over the other side saying execution or should be executed. Or a certain person should be executed because they committed a crime via the death penalty. Y'all want to scream then. Then y'all want to scream, oh, it's political violence. It's political violence. Man, 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 man. Y'all sound like a bunch of fucking 2-year-olds who don't get your way and you throw a fucking temper tantrum when you don't get your way. That's what you guys sound like. So to reiterate again, your president, the convicted felon, the pedophile, the child rapist, is calling for the execution of a sitting senator, the execution, prosecution, arrest of a sitting senator. But I guess that's fine. I guess that's okay because it's MAGA that's the one that's doing it. Your president, the one that's calling for it, right? Right? But God forbid should the other side mention something like that. Or mention somebody getting the death penalty for a crime that they committed, for a crime that they were convicted of. Then it's political violence. Then it's wrong. But for the sitting president of the United States to call for a sitting senator to be executed, that's not political violence, is it? No. No, because your orange Cheeto God said so. Your orange Cheeto God said that it was okay, and he calls for the execution of a sitting senator, the execution, prosecution, arrest of a sitting senator. It's okay then, right? You fucking no good for nothing bigot bastards. That's all I gotta say for right now. You're just a bunch of fucking hypocrites. You remind me of a bunch of 2-year-old toddlers that don't get your way. You throw a fucking temper tantrum when you don't get your way. My 4-year-old nephew doesn't act like the way you do when he doesn't get his way. And that's saying something. Bastard motherfuckers. Calling for the execution of a sitting senator. Oh, but it's not political violence then. No. Only when it's the other side that mentions something even remotely close to that, then it's political violence. That it's wrong. And y'all will lose your shit when I start screaming, oh, the left wants to do political violence. The left wants to do political. Fuck you. Fuck you and your MAGA base. Fuck you and your president. Fuck you and that child pedophile, that convicted felon. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. That's all.